Recording.
Come on in, Sheila.
Shh, Bonnie.
It doesn't matter.
All right, y'all. Welcome to your first tribal council. I know you don't want to be here, but this is part of the game. So, Sharif, you arrived to the game on day one. You see all these people. What was the moment where it hit you that, oh crap, I'm really doing this again?
When we left the house for camp. Seeing the tribes, it didn't feel real until we actually all knew our tribe, got to the campsite, and it's been a year, and I just feel like, my goodness, I feel like I never left. Like, it's just so soon already, and with new people, and it's right there. We're making fire, struggling with that. It's like, yep, it's the reality again of Survivor.
Tony, when you guys got into camp for the first time, do you think anyone took on any sort of leadership role?
I don't think anyone took on a leadership role. I mean, I think people would try not to anyway. Just being that we're returning season, people are probably thinking about what kind of target that might plan on them, or maybe not, right? Because it's maybe people don't even think about that crap anymore. They're just thinking about what's going to be good for their game, and so I don't think so. No.
We all kind of picked up our own little spots.
Yeah, I think so.
It was pretty sweet. It was really organic and relatively cohesive.
It was a really good conversation actually on where to put the camp. Like we kind of picked a couple places. We talked ups and downs about this one, about that one, and I think it was a good team effort.
More experience for sure.
More
Setting
experience.
up camp, making fire. It's a lot easier this time around than the first time.
Knowing to make sure that the tarp goes down, so the rain goes off the tarp. Yeah.
Check the topography, where the water was gonna go.
The experience is paying off, it sounds like.
It is.
Lydia, your first season, you had a tough first night. How did it go this time?
Oh, it was 100 times better. Yeah, been feeling good. Yeah, it's been great.
Awesome. Carlos, after the last challenge, I revealed to all of you that Sean the Dark is in play this season. Did that come up any back at camp? And if so, how does that impact this vote?
I don't necessarily think it would impact this vote, but I think that is something to keep in mind in every round as you're going to vote for someone, that they do have an opportunity to save themselves. So it does come into play. I'm not sure how much it will affect this particular vote.
Okay. Let's talk about the other tribes for a quick second. Taylor, what is your impression of the Galelo tribe?
What color is that?
That's yellow.
I'm glad I'm not at their camp. I heard it was blue from last season, and I don't know, yellow seems to be kind of like the brainiacs a little bit, and I feel like the blues categorize themselves as physical, so one of them said that we were like the misfits yesterday at the challenge, but I don't know, we kind of were killing the rewards challenges, so I think we're in it just as much as they are.
Bash, on the other end, what's your opinion on the blue tribe, the Oconee tribe?
I think those two are in cahoots and they're working together against us. So
We have we've heard verbal discussions of that happening. So.
yes, blue. I don't know, looking pretty athletic. They got Josh over there. He's really smart with puzzles, so they got a good mix over there. I'm a little scared of those guys, but I like our gang. I think we can go head to head with them. We showed that in the box challenge.
Yep, sure did.
So,
I think we're the underestimated tribe.
Yeah.
100%.
Clark, something Tony just mentioned just now is you guys might have heard rumblings of some talk maybe between the other tribes. Can you go into that a little bit?
I know there have been like conversations here and there between tribes, just like in between challenges. I don't know too much, but
I could tell the story.
go right ahead.
Please.
All right.
You
so
know more than I do.
I know for sure, and Lydia kind of backed me up on, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you said you saw what I heard happen, right? It's that at the box challenge yesterday, when some people were sitting out, there was 2 people from the blue tribe, right, that jumped onto the yellow tribe mat and started talking crap about somebody on the yellow tribe, which was getting that yellow tribe person, in trouble on their own. I'm not gonna say gender, but then also there was talk of ganging up on us. How dare they?
Clark, does it surprise you that there's so much drama between the tribes already?
Hell no. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Like, we all know what experience we returned for. We know, like, even when we were all, like, gathered in the house together, we knew this was going to be, like, a dramatic cast, and we knew that everybody was going to bring the fire and play their own different type of game. So it doesn't surprise me at all.
Carlos, during that box milk crate endurance challenge, you and Tony did a great job, lasted a long time. I noticed there was some trash talking from the other tribes. Did that motivate you to keep going, or how did you feel about that?
It did, and then I kind of tried to talk them back, so I can't say much about that. But I think watching them like suffer was like that little bit of hope. That's like we can go a little 10 more minutes, and one of them will drop. And it seems like they weren't gonna drop. So I feel like they were probably feeling the same feeling about us, that we were struggling, and then they were probably like, let's hold it on for 5 more minutes. So it felt like eternity. My back is still kind of stuff. But yeah.
At the end, though, we dropped because we said we think we'd rather have the yoga mats
Yeah.
than what they were the cot and what was the other?
Chair.
The chair we kind of wanted.
Yeah,
but we
did
really
want that.
wanted the yoga mats.
Yeah.
So that's why we were like, let's get second place because that for us was winning.
And save our strength.
Yeah.
So in the immunity challenge, Lydia, you were on the puzzle. You made up a lot of time. We're just a few pieces off. It just came up just short.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good reason for people to vote you out, that you didn't get the job done?
I don't think so, because the entire challenge was a team effort and everybody had their part and everybody did their part to the best of their ability. So I don't think that anybody's taking that into account for the vote.
Bash, you're a former finalist. It's no secret. Do you think are you afraid that could be a reason people want to target you?
Oh, there's a bunch of people who made it pretty far in the game. Some on this tribe, some on other tribes. So, everybody's got their own. I mean, I did get 0 votes. So I think I played a game good enough to win. I think everybody. It's just circumstances that don't get you to where you want to go. I think a lot of us, want to get a little bit farther, and myself included. Everybody here wants to get to the, get that title. So I got as much ground in my mind to make up as everybody else here.
Sharif, with this being a returning player season, some people in this game have played together before, and it's no secret, you and Bash were not the best of friends in your season. So what was your reaction upon getting on a tribe with Bash, and how did the first initial talk go between you two?
First of all, I never thought I'd be playing Real Foot again, so it's great to come back. And then when you see Bash on, coming back too,
I can't believe this.
don't
touch me.
You're like, oh, damn, okay. And then you end up in the same tribe as Bash, but you have to squash things out, right? You have to start fresh. You got to forget about the past and move forward. So you have to leave all doors open, and that's not just with Bash, it's with everybody.
I mean, that's us too. I voted Clark out, right? And there's people further on down the game, the other tribes that voted me out. I can't play this game thinking about who voted me out. And it's what's happening in this game and what relationships I'm making now and what's going to help our game go forward. It's not about the old game.
But that's the title of this game.
The unfinished business?
They're trying to get us to,
Lydia voted me out.
Yeah, I voted Carlos out. Taylor voted me out. So
I mean,
it's all a happy thing.
It's a tangled web.
It really is.
Okay, there you
Can't
go.
get
That is
caught up
it.
in that stuff because it's not going to make this game go any further, right?
Fair.
Clark, you attended the first travel in your last season.
Thank you for reminding me.
How did the scrambling for this travel go compared to the first travel in your past season?
I'd say the scrambling, like, it happened almost immediately after tribal. Like, we all were just getting into one-on-one conversations, and my first time playing, it was my first live game, so I came in timid, I came in overwhelmed, and that definitely affected my social game. So that was something that I really wanted to do here, is try and show, like, that I can be social with everybody and get out of my comfort zone in a way. So I hope that I did that well enough.
But we'll never let you forget how rainy it was that season.
Yes,
So
we were also
at the Chula camp, when we did have a lot of tribals that we went to, because we weren't great at winning challenges, it was raining a lot, so there wasn't a lot of time to scramble because we were sitting in that stupid tent
pyramid.
whatever it was, and just you couldn't chat, you couldn't scramble.
Yeah.
So we kind of, our first one was an obvious vote, like somebody that just kind of annoyed everybody else, and it was easy.
Taylor, what's something you think the tribe should remember before they go to vote?
That we're probably still going to be on the same tribe after this vote. It sucks that we had to vote someone out right now, because I feel like we just started off so strong, and then it sucks that when it came down to the first immunity, we're here in such a close, chaotic kind of mess of a challenge. But I think that we should like keep in mind that, like, unfortunately we have to do this, but we have to also move forward from this. So
This is the part of the travel where I'll ask if anybody has anything else they'd like to say to address the tribe. This could be your last time to do so. Okay, so before you go up to vote, I would like to quickly explain the Shot in the Dark, how it's going to work. When you go to the voting booth, there's the voting box, and then there's a smaller box. In the smaller box are 7 scrolls. They're wrapped up. If you want to play the Shot in the Dark, you'll grab one of the scrolls, put in your pocket, come back, sit down. Don't tell anybody that you will not vote. And when I come back to say, if anybody has a hidden mute out, would like to play it, that if you have a Shot in the Dark scroll, that is when you will come up to me. I will unravel it. There are 6 not safe scrolls, and there's 1 safe scroll. So you have a 1 in 7 chance of being safe if you choose to play the Shot in the Dark. Any questions about that? Okay. I know you've all done this before, but just so as a reminder, one at a time, I'll call you. You'll walk over to Pete at the voting table. You'll write down the name you want on one of the parchments, legibly. You'll hold it up to the camera. He'll get the picture of it, and you can say a few words into the camera if you'd like. Fold it up, put it in the box, walk out, send the next person up. And obviously, as a reminder, there's no talking from here on out, as that would be against the rules. Okay? Any other questions? Let me know when you're ready, Pete. Ready? All right. All right, we'll get started. We'll start with Clark, and Taylor, Tony, and with Lydia.
And we'll be back.